Hello everyone, I'm James Marriott, the guy that talks about other people for a living. Subscribe, or next week I'll talk about you. I'll be honest guys, today I am hungover, but Bella Poarch has breathed, and I'm not exactly gonna say no to 1 million views. Bella Poarch has just released a new song with Suburban called Inferno. Suburban has been very involved in Bella's music career so far. She appeared in one of his music videos, he co-produced Build a Bitch, he produced this one, which is good, because despite the fact that she has a really nice voice, it's always good to have your hand held a little bit for your first few songs. Could have used that for Slow Down. And I'll be honest, I'm feeling a little bit giddy because there are so many creators credited in this music video. It's kind of like an Avengers film if none of the Avengers had superpowers or a reason to exist. Bella's even tweeted that Dream is supposedly in this music video. So here's a little warning for any of my viewers, this video might at any point get incredibly sexual. I like to watch his manhunt, thinking about him sucking my man. The fact that there's a lot of creators in this music video makes me feel like this video isn't going to get DMCA'd, but unlike ABBA, I will not be taking a chance on that, so this video is sponsored. Yes, that's right, this video is sponsored by Mech-Arena. Sorry, I simply couldn't resist. The mechs are finally here. Mech-Arena is a team-based 5v5 shooter that strikes the perfect balance between a casual bit of fun and skill-based competitive gameplay. In short, if you want to get in Big Robot, blow up Big Robot, and be out of the house in 5 minutes, then this is the game for you. There's a bunch of different mechs to choose from, each with their own unique abilities and thousands of ways to customize them. This is my mech, his name is Burrito. I love Burrito. Burrito is a good boy. He looks so hot, I simply do not know which skin to use. But we're not just here to stare at robots, we're here to destroy robots. There are loads of game modes to choose from. Death matches, control point capture, tournaments, even custom games with your friends. The game is constantly evolving with new mechs, weapons, and game modes being added each month, and it was only released worldwide in August. So get ahead of the curve and blow up some robots before the rest of your friends do. It's completely free to play on Android and iOS. Use my link in the description of this video or scan my QR code to get 1 black carbon skin, 300 A coins, and 50,000 credits. If that's not enough, you can gain even more rewards just by logging in every day. And beware the wrath of Burrito. Don't miss out, and thank you to Mech-Arena for supporting my channel. Their game is officially Marriott certified. Back to it. Let's just get straight into the video, boys. This is such a boring first note to have, but whoever does the color correction, stop covering the frames in oil. This is so yellow that Matt Groening has filed a lawsuit. Oh my god, I've already spotted so many creators. What? Disguised Toast Lover? Is that Tommy in it? Oh, that green screen. Looks like an E-Boys video. There have already been 3 creators I recognized in the first 3 seconds.
Enjoy your stay, gentlemen.
Oh, that was Aiden Ross. He had a second in the limelight. Looks absolutely thrilled to be there. At this point, I don't even know if I'm going to be paying attention to the music. Oh, there he was again. Also, I don't think they told Tommy what he was doing a reaction to. Woman getting carried away. There she go. I like the beat so far, the pizzicato strings. It is very Suburban though, it's to be expected. It's not like I didn't enjoy Build a Bitch, it's just now I want to be wowed. Her music videos are really good. So good, in fact, it somewhat worries me that steampunk might come back into fashion. Steampunk was never in fashion, what am I talking about? Okay, so that's the hook. I don't know if this is just me, but I preferred Build a Bitch's hook. That read more like a verse to me. But maybe they'll layer it up and it'll become bigger towards the end of the song. No Halo, baby, I'm the reason why hell's so hot. Inferno, baby, I'm the reason why bad's so fun. Hell's so hot, oh so. I haven't really got much to say about those lyrics. They're consistent in theme. They don't really say much to me. Just that she's a devilish woman, but I feel like that's been said a lot of times before. Let's get into Suburban's verse.
Terrible, terrible. She's a villain. One as sweet as caramel.
Can I just say, the music video is incredible to the point where it feels like the music is just an accompaniment. I don't think I've ever done a music video particularly well, but it's visually so stunning that for me it's overshadowing the melodies and the lyricism. Terribly terrible, she's the villain, one as sweet as caramel, she's my saint. Just what she said in the chorus, really. She's so devilish, but also she's fun.
I think I'm getting butterflies, but it's really something telling me to run away.
I think I'm getting butterflies, but it's really something telling me to run away. Am I getting my point across here? Look at the music video in comparison to those lyrics. The way that visually it devolves from him leaving the bar, going into the kitchen, the hands starting to appear, chaos ensuing around him to the point where the lights go off and the little effect on the eyes. And then you compare that to da 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 da. She is nice and she is bad. I don't know, if I was to click on this again, I would be watching it for the video, not listening to it for the music. Again, I love the development in the scene here, her floating, people just fucking flying around everywhere. The hook really just doesn't do as much for me. This might be a bit petty of me, but that little it is really, really reminiscent of Build-A-Bitch. To the point where it just feels like the same instrument with the same effects just pitched up a little bit. And what I really would have wanted to see is a bit more variety. I think this song would do really well on an album or an EP with Build-A-Bitch on it. But we've heard her voice. If you haven't heard her voice, this is what her voice sounds like.
Get up the pieces, you just wanna leave them, killing me a little bit.
There is so much you can achieve with a vocal like that, and I really hope we get to see a bit more variety. Okay, so the hook develops into a post-chorus here. Visually, I feel like I'm going to be repeating myself a lot. That's nuts. Not only the clothes burning off while people are just suffering in the background, there's also a really subtle hair change. Funnily enough, when you're mixing music, you always have to leave space. One of the issues I always have is leaving space in the low end to put bass in. I feel like with this song, they've left space for the music video. Because whilst Bella does repeat a lyric at the end of the post-chorus, I was just sat here nodding my head a little bit watching the scene devolve. And maybe I'm just not as interested because the la la la's, again, very reminiscent of the end of Build-A-Bitch. It's hard to get this across because it's a good song. This is a good song. But I've heard it before. Not even that, I've made a video on it before.
Falling for exteriors, as appealing as there might be, I know I'm afraid.
That verse ended before it began. Manic like a chandelier cracked the ceiling. Marie Antoinette because she's lost her head. Falling for exteriors, as appealing as they might be, I know I'm afraid. Let me just translate this for you. She's hot, but she might kill me. And that is the verse. Just like the first verse, it does look amazing. His eyes do that funny thing again though. Probably get that checked. I was gonna say maybe there isn't an optician's in hell, but Specsavers.
Baby, I'm the reason why hell's so hot.
Oh good, in case being set on fire wasn't enough, they're now getting covered in oil. And bees. I don't know, I feel like at that point, one of the guys would have gone, oh, would you look at that? Floor 16, this is me actually, see you later. Sorry to be a buzzkill. Eh? No? And here we have the classic simple dance that anyone at home could try to recreate. Imagine if there was an app that gathered immense success, utilizing dance trends that anyone with half a brain and two hands could do. That being said, I do like this moment structurally. I prefer a lot more to the la la la's in the first post-chorus because again, it's doing something a little bit differently. This part of Bella's is definitely the moment I've enjoyed the most so far. Oh, that's the perfect machine to have at the bar. Always good to have someone there to break the ice. I'll leave. All right, we're bordering on unnecessary at this point. So Bella, which of the elements do you want to be our video's main focus? Yes. All right, I'll go get the fucking fog machine.
So fun, hell's so hot, oh so hot.
So was that a post-chorus to the post-chorus? Would that make it a post-chorus? Oh, that seems to be an added section just to put as many influences in the room as possible. I know it is great when you see people interacting. That's what people loved so much about the E-Boys channel, seeing the four people all together in a room making a video together. It's a fantastic way to drive attention to whatever you're working on, but it does come off as a tad bit gimmicky. More so here than in Build-A-Bitch, because in Build-A-Bitch, the actors all played a role, and to this point, all of them have in the music video as well. Now it just feels like, how many people with over 1 million followers on Twitter can we put in a room?
You look so beautiful.
Bella, you look rather dazzling tonight, sweetie.
Where is he? I know not everyone can go to a shoot with the pandemic on and everything. But you don't need this. You don't need this many people. The Tommy in it moments are less jarring because he's just in the background or on screen for a second or so. But looking over at someone. Hello, Bella, you look pretty. Thank you, Brett Monroe. Now to go back to the people who are actually in the room. There is that part of me that's excited to see people even I know in this music video. Something with such crazily high production and budget. But I do feel like more focus could have been put onto the song itself. With this genre of music, it's important to have TikTok moments. I thought I was going to be talking about those being obvious in this, but the real obviousness here for me comes from the music video. Tweeting that Dream might be in the music video. Tweeting at Tommy in it. Pokimane and Quarter J doing behind the scenes shoots. Was Quarter Jade even used in one of the cuts? It's all just to drive more attention to the product. But I don't feel like people will go to this song over Build-A-Bitch. They just might go to the music video over the Build-A-Bitch music video. Also, I did just have a little scan through to see if I could tell who Dream was. Best bet is one of these guys, because my guy is so iced out. Let's look at the TikTok approach for this song.
Something telling me to run away.
One of the easiest ways to market a song on TikTok is to have a lyric which you can visualize through a trend. Recently, there's been a trend of running away from the camera, something which I've been trying to do for over a year now. So Bella lip syncs something telling me to run away, and then it drops, and you have a transition into her badding up. There's not really much else to say other than it works. I know when Him was doing well, there was the why'd it have to be him TikTok. Well, I wouldn't say trend, but I think a couple of thousand people did it. And I remember only understanding that after I had written the song, it just happened to work as a TikTok trend. But now whenever I'm writing music, I always think, what's a lyric that people can recreate with a little caption or a little dance move? And it really obstructs the creative process for me, because all of a sudden I'm not writing what I truly feel. I'm just writing something that people might use for a 7-second clip that might get the song heard by millions more people. Now that Bella's with a label, the label will want that with every song she releases as a single. And I personally wouldn't enjoy that pressure.
I'm getting butterflies, but it's really something telling me to run away.
All right, yeah, the VFX are cool. But if you ever do this, get off my fucking screen. Something really is telling me to run away, because you're a fucking freak. People have just been using this sound without the transition. That might be because the sound is trending, or it might be because they actually really like the song. Here's someone drawing Peter Griffin so he has a sharp jawline. Right? People let so much slide on TikTok. This is why bullying is important. This guy gets his head squashed between two balls. On a completely unrelated note, Dream, I've just thought of something we could do together, so if you want to meet up, you know. In conclusion, I do like the song, but I prefer Build a Bitch. And because there's such a similar sound and I prefer Bella Poarch in the verse compared to Suburban, I feel like if I want to listen to something like this, I will just listen to Build a Bitch again. I read the comments, and as you'd expect, the majority of them are about the cameos. And that's fantastic. It's brought a lot of attention to the music video. I just fear that it might become a bit of a gimmick. Build a Bitch had some incredible cameos in it as well, but in Build a Bitch they had more of a purpose. Here I felt like it was a bit shoehorned in. Adding an entire minute to the end of the music video wasn't as necessary, in my opinion, than having the moment where everyone runs away as the building's burning down in Build a Bitch. But with that said, I don't think my opinion's changed. I think Bella's got an incredible voice. I think she's got an incredible future. I feel like maybe the deal was Suburban produces her first song and then features with her on something, and then maybe her next few works will be a little bit different, and I'm really looking forward to that. And on that perhaps rather polarizing note, I've been James Marriott. Subscribe